Starfish friends! Welcome to our first Read Aloud for Beach Week. It's Beach Week because all of our activities and all of our stories are going to be about going to the beach or the ocean or going to sea and spending some time with our family and friends. So the first book I have for you is called Lottie's New Beach Towel. It's by Petra Mathers, and I'm looking at the front cover here and I need to figure out who Lottie is. So I think Lottie must be this chicken right here. It looks like she took a little trip to the beach. She brought a cooler with her, so maybe she's having a picnic on the beach or bringing some food to a friend. And it says new beach towel up here. So maybe this is it here, this red piece of polka dot cloth. Looks like she's waving it in the wind. I wonder if it's going away from her, if it's blowing away. Maybe that'll be her problem. Let's see. Let's see what happens. We've got some beautiful drawings of waves in the front cover. So, Lottie's New Beach Towel by Petra Mathers. We've got a package right here. It says, to Lottie on Crook Road in Oysterville. That's her address. Alrighty. Lottie was squeezing lemons when a package arrived. There she is, squeezing some lemons out. She's got some strawberry jelly here and a big glass pitcher. So it looks like she might be making lemonade. That makes the most sense to me, squeezing lemons into a jar. And there's her package. There's the mailman putting her package in the mailbox. Inside was a beach towel with a note. Let's see what the note says. Dear Lottie, this might come in handy this summer. Love, Aunt Maddie. There she is, pointing out the red polka dot beach towel. Well, that's lovely, said Lottie. And it's just in time for my picnic with Herbie. Who's Herbie? We didn't meet him yet. Is Herbie the mailman? No, that doesn't quite make sense. I guess we'll have to see. We'll have to keep reading. It looks like for her picnic, she packed some delicious snacks. She's probably got her lemonade in there because I see some glasses right there sticking out. And it looks like she's got some fruit and PB&J sandwiches. That's why she had her strawberry jelly. And some vanilla wafers, it says on the box there. So some cookies. That sounds delicious. What kind of foods do you guys like to eat on a picnic? What kind of snacks do you like to bring? So here you can see everything she brought. She's packing her cooler for her picnic. It was a beautiful summer day. The sun was high and the sand was hot. Soon, Lottie's feet were on fire. There she is, kind of jumping up and down her feet. Like, ow, ow, ow. If you ever walked on the beach or took a trip and let your feet touch the sand, it can really burn you sometimes. I don't blame her. But how's she going to fix her problem? She hopped onto the cooler. Oh, that was smart, because the cooler is cold. But now what? Well, now she's stuck. So how's she going to get all the way from these sand dunes out to the ocean? Well, what would you do? How could you help yourself out there? Maybe use the beach towel as a tool? Let's see what Lottie does. So there she is, she's stuck on her cooler. Let's see. The towel! If you predicted that Lottie was going to use her towel to help, you were right. Kiss your brain. Lottie put the towel in front, hopped off the cooler onto the towel. Now, put the cooler in front, hop off the towel onto the cooler. Towel, cooler. Off, on. It's like a pattern. There she is, jumping. Kind of like a game of hopscotch. All the way down to the water. There's Lottie. Lottie's in the ocean now. All the way out here. Little chicken. And she says, ah, because she's so much cooler now. Here I am, come and get me. She's talking to the ocean wave. Oh no, what happened? It got her. It crashed all over her. You just see her little tiny feet peeking out there. And now she's underwater with lots of bubbles. Oh my goodness. Did a wave ever crash into you at the beach? That happened to me before, and going underwater is not very fun. That water is super, super salty. So yuck. Lottie's probably like, ew. And here she says, is that my foot? She sees another orange object over here. Oh, silly me. It's just a starfish. You guys are the starfish class. Here she's talking about the ocean animal because it looks orange, just like her foot. You see that there. Let's see what happens next. Herbie still needs to show up for the picnic, so maybe we'll meet him soon. Well, now Lottie's dripping wet, so she's got to go dry off. Let's see. Now I get to try my new beach towel. And she's waving it around in the air. Kind of get it ready to wrap around herself. Whoa! I better turn a... Rumph! The wind blew it right into her face. Oh my goodness. That is silly. Sometimes that happens. It can happen with a kite too when you fly it in the air. The wind just takes it sometimes. Oh, and look! A new friend showed up in our book. Ahoy, Lottie! Shouted Herbie. Hop aboard! Here's Herbie. He looks like he might be a duck. He's got a little hat on in a green little boat there. So Lottie and he are going to go have a picnic. Let's see. They headed for Pudding Rock. The motor sounds funny, said Lottie. I think it's just tired, said Herbie. Oh. I think it just went to sleep, said Lottie. Well, now Herbie's face is all red in his little captain hat here. He's super embarrassed. Why is he embarrassed? Because his boat stopped working. Oh my goodness. Now how are they going to get to their picnic destination? They're stuck. They're in the middle of the ocean. What now? How can they get to Pudding Rock? Maybe they'll use the towel again. That seems to be helping out Lottie a lot. The towel! We were right. Go ahead, Lottie, said Herbie. I see the perfect place for a picnic. Aye, aye, Captain, said Lottie. They used it as a sail. There's her red polka dot towel, using it as a sail to push the boat forward. And now we can see that they're going to be on the island, maybe that's where Pudding Rock is, to eat their picnic lunch. I am so hungry, I don't care if there's sand on my sandwich. Get it, Lottie? Yes, Herbie, and there's jelly on your belly. Herbie is messy, my goodness. Lottie, look, a ghost! Cried Herbie. I hear voices, whispered Lottie. Look, in this picture you can see something white here. Looks a little bit maybe like a piece of paper is flying around. And that's what Herbie thought was the ghost. Looks like he's finishing up some vegetables there, maybe. Lottie's knitting, and she can hear voices. Who do we think she hears on the beach? Who else is with them on this little island here? Let's see. Oh, it's a wedding. Come back! Oh, please come back! Stop that veil! But the veil flew on. Look, it's a wedding party. And the bride lost her veil, the thing that goes on top of her head. That's what Herbie thought was a ghost earlier, because it's white and it flutters in the wind. There's the groom And some guests here, and our flower girl, she dropped all her flowers. "It's gone!" cried the bride. "Oh, but darling, we can still get married," said the groom. "What now? What now?" sobbed the flower girl. "Oh no, see, they're all sad. Everybody's crying. Their wedding is in trouble. How is Lottie going to help? Do you think she'll share her towel? That would be nice." "My towel," said Lottie. "It would look so pretty with your dress." Lottie is going to lend her towel to the bride and make her feel better. She's such a nice friend to do that, right? Sharing is always a good choice. After the wedding, there was a party. They all ate a lot of cake, especially Herbie. Herbie is always hungry. There he is. Looks like they had a strawberry cake. It has pink icing. It's all decorated for their wedding with hearts on it. What is your favorite kind of cake? My favorite cake is a chocolate cake with peanut butter icing. That sounds delicious right now. "Oh, Lottie, my stomach feels tight. Will all of my feathers pop off?" asked Herbie. "It's time to go home," said Lottie. There's Herbie. He's super full. Look at his tummy. Do you ever feel like that? Like you're so full your tummy's gonna pop? Sometimes that happens when you eat too many sweets, like Herbie did. Everyone else was leaving too. The motor started without trouble. So here they are, now they're leaving. Ooh, you can see this is a pretty wooden boat decorated with flowers and hearts. That must be what the bride and groom are going to get onto. The bride is giving back Lottie's red towel, and now their boat's just fine, so it needed some time to rest. Let's see. The new friends waved to each other until they were just little specks on the water, sailing away from the island. The boat reached Lottie's dune by moonlight. So now it's nighttime. Herbie and Lottie spent the whole day together, and now he dropped her off back at the beach. "So long, mate," said Herbie. "I had a whale of a day." "Me too, Herbie. Good night," said Lottie. She walked up the dune. The cool sand squeaked between her toes. So now that it's nighttime, the sand is cool. It's not burning her feet anymore. So she's taking a walk home. Let's see what she does when she's back at her house. Still quite full of wedding cake, Lottie skipped her dinner and sat down to write a letter. Who do you think she's going to write to? Here you can see her letter here. There's her letter on her typewriter. Let's see, let's read it together. "Dear Aunt Maddie, thank you so much for my new beach towel. Without it, I might be in the hospital with burnt feet, or I could be lost at sea with Herbie. There might not even have been a wedding. But let me start from the beginning." So Lottie is writing a thank you note to her Aunt Maddie for the towel. It's always nice to write a thank you or send some form of thanks to a person who gave you a present, right? To let them know they're appreciated. And that is the end of our story. We can see Lottie in her house writing on her typewriter her note to her aunt. And there's her red polka dot towel hanging out to dry at the end of a busy day. Alright friends, I hope you enjoyed Lottie's New Beach Towel by Petra Mathers. I certainly enjoyed reading it to you, and I will see you next time. Bye guys!